Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Kenny Bazwai, and you are on the Kenny Baz World Outreach. First of all, before I start, I would like to say a very big thank you to today's sponsor. Our sponsor today is nobody but Seamin African Grocery. Shout out to Simi African Grocery for all the good job you've been doing for supporting us all this while. Thank you, thank you. Today, without taking your time, we are going to go straight to business. Today, we have one person that has been so familiar to our platform here, which is GBKM Network, Mr. Dion Osagie, will be joining us today. He has later on in that week to this last week, I believe, announced he will no longer be running for the office of the governor in Edo State. And GBKM FM have him here today to go through the pros and cons, the reason why he decided not to be running anymore. And among that, we're going to touch about issues that impact our community locally and internationally. To be specific, we will be dwelling on matters that touched the Edo people. Ladies and gentlemen, join me to welcome Mr. Dion Osagie, the CEO, founder of God Sent Foundation Worldwide. Mr. Dion Osagie, how are you today?
I'm doing very well. Good afternoon, good morning, viewers from Lagos, Nigeria. It's good to join you guys here on the great Benin Kingdom today. Kenny, thank you for the good job you're doing.
Thank you very much, Dion. Thank you, thank you. I'm glad that you are able to make it. Let's go straight to business because time is money. And let me say thank you for your time, knowing that you have such a very busy schedule. You wanted to run for the office of the governor of Edo State, and
That's correct.
GBKMFM and alongside other platform has interviewed you. You put it out there. There were flyers, and all the buzz were going on there. Mr. Dion Osagie, can you tell us today why you all of a sudden decide not to be running anymore?
All right, Mr. Kenny, I'd like to appreciate you for the good question. Yes, I had great intention to run for the office of the governor, and with our strategy, there was a great chance, there was a great potential that we were going to win the election. But due to the pandemic that recently happened, many of our followers, many of our supporters around the world, who were planning to come home
All of a
to
sudden
support the
decide not
dream
to be running anymore.
of becoming the next governor, but the pandemic, the COVID-19, have affected them globally, and they will not be able to join me back in Nigeria to pursue the race of the next governor. That's why I decided this is not a good thing for me to run because our strategic plan has.
I think we lost him there. He was explaining to us that from what I gathered from what he was saying is, are you back, Mr. Dion?
Yeah, I
Uh,
can see you.
yes,
Sorry
beautiful.
for that. No, no, just a bro.
Yes, we let me use pidgin English. I know how it is. What you were
So
explaining just now is that you were trying to tell us the reasons why you decided to stop running. Go ahead, sir.
all right, so I was saying that the reason why we wanted to run was to bring a massive change that is already due to all the Edo people around the world. Due to the COVID-19, our strategic plan that we plan to deploy to win the next election is being destroyed. Many of the Edo persons around the world who have already made plans to start coming home to join us for winning the next election, they are not going to make it. My plan of winning has been destroyed. We will not continue. So the major reason why I am not running is because of the current pandemic that the world is facing. Oh, everybody, Kenny.
Thank you very much. Um, if I get you correct from what I gathered, you're saying that because of the support of your team that may not be will not be available due to the COVID-19, you have decided to put the campaign on hold and you have changed your mind till further notice. Should the case, maybe you change your mind that you want to run again, correct?
That's correct. I am going to be the governor of Edo State one day because I believe that Edo people deserve better. Edo people Edo people need young people with a passionate heart to effect the change. I am going to be the governor of the state. We are going to lead our people to a brighter day.
Now, when we put this advertisement out that we're going to have you on our station, as you always know, we have a lot of people interested to ask you one or two questions. So they flooded our emails with questions, and we're going to take it slowly. I know your time. You have a next interview coming up in a half an hour, so I'm going to be very quick because I know your time is very busy.
No
But
problem.
someone will say that you had mentioned on your social media platform that you were trying to leave the country even before the primary, before you even decide you are not running. Will you see that as a sense of leadership when you are abandoning the ship because of the COVID-19 or whatever the situation is, and to be, will I use in quote, for lack of better language, fleeing to the United States? Will you consider that part of leadership?
Of course, it's leadership. A true leader have to live to fight another day. All right? A true leader have to live to fight.
I guess we lost him again. We are having lots of problems today. I'm going to go through and see if I can get some comments. Please comment, ask your comment. We are live here. Share your comment, ask your comment while we're trying to get it back. Mr. Dion, if I can cue you back in, you were trying to say that a true leader have to leave to fight and to run another day. So can you segue further from there, please?
Yeah, what I was saying is that in response to your question, a true leader needs to live to fight another day. All right? If I am living in Nigeria, we have a current pandemic that is affecting the whole world. People are dying around the world. And I have an opportunity to go to a better place to secure my own health. I'm going to do it. The only reason why I'm planning to leave Nigeria is because Nigeria does not have the resources or the amenities that should be afforded to every citizen to have a better day. Nigeria does not have health care. So me living has nothing to do with not living my people. All right? Has everything to do with leading my people. Because if I am alive, that is when I'll be able to lead my people.
Now, just a follow-up question before I throw in other questions because we are really time constrained today, and I thank you, Mr. Dion, for your time. Believe me. So, if you were elected as the governor, and in the time of COVID-19, are you suggesting that it's proper to leave the country and fight from outside? Is that what you're saying?
If I was elected the governor, I would not leave the country because at the end of the day, as a governor, I would have everything it takes to put necessary amenities in place that will support me as a governor and also people. All right? If I'm elected as a governor, we have crisis, I will not have to leave. For them, I will have enough resources to be able to take care of myself and all the citizens of the country. The reason why I would have to leave is because as we speak today, there's no health in the state. Just 2 hours ago, there's a lady we went to pick up. She has been sick at home for 8 months. Nobody came to her rescue. And it was just 2 hours ago, not 2 days. 2 hours ago, we have rescued Mr. Okoche. People have been sick at home for 8 months. Without no help, Kenny. This is not the kind of state we want to live. If I have an opportunity to go to a better country where I can get proper health care, I'm going to do it as a civilian. But when I'm a governor, then I can bring those resources to my people.
Thank you very much. Thank you for clearing the air there. Keep in mind, all questions that we're asking, some of them are formulated by GBKM FM, and some of them are just those questions that are coming from people, all our listeners and followers. We want to apologize. We keep losing him off and on. Our line is pretty strong, but we're relying on a third party, which is a Nigeria signal, to be able to carry this out. But he's been patient, even though it's very frustrating. He's been patient coming back and on, and I thank him, Mr. Osagie, for that. I thank you for clearing the air on that. At least our people at home have now those ones that send those questions in are now aware that was your intention and so on. I'm going to move forward to another crucial one that we received, about 16 different messages that asked the same question. You had mentioned in some of your broadcasts that some people already, before you even announced you needed support, some people had already wanted to support you or already started to support you. How will you tackle those supports that you already have, be it financially and materially, now that you are no longer running?
Well, my decision was not just for me alone. It was a collective decision by everybody who are very supportive, by everybody who believes in the society. It was not just a decision I woke up one day and said, I don't want to run. It's a collective effort. It doesn't make sense for us to start running when we know that we are not going to win. If you are aware, there's so much practice going on in those state politics today. We don't want to be involved in that. We want to run free and fair election, and that is the only way we are going to win. Right now, APC in Edo State has two fractions, Kenny. There's two APC in Edo State, there's two APC in Edo State, and this is what is happening.
Mr. Right? Dion, permit me to butt in, Mr. Dion. Before we go into the fracas and the differences, fashions, and political terrain, I will call it, let me just proceed to ask one or two questions, that we can go into what is happening now. In the backdrop of you exiting now, a lot of Benins at home, and some that I even know here in diaspora, feel very bad. They feel like, oh my God, this was the guy we believed in. This is our hope. Now he's not there. Some may be feeling hopeless. Some may be feeling like, wow, what are we going to do? How and who are you going to give your support should anybody emerge in APC or PDP?
Well, I don't know yet, Kenny. I don't know yet who we are going to give our support. But at the end of the day, we are always going to give our support to those persons we find creditable, right? They are going to show us that we are able to get the job done, all right? Many women are abandoned. Women do not get the resources that they need to become more vibrant in the community. So we are going to support aspirants who have the same dreams and
yes, we lost him again. He was talking about who they are going to support. He was talking about who they are going to support when it comes to whoever emerged, and he was saying that they will support those. I believe, Mr. Dion, you were trying to say you will support those that appeal to your core values.
We are going to support those persons who have the same dreams, who have the same visions as the society. That's what we support. We are not going to support anybody who does not have plans for the ordinary mass. Kenny, I have watched so many leaders rise up, get into position, to forget the average citizen. And we are going to allow that this time. We have a long voters in the state that we are going to commit to vote for the next that we believe in. And rest assured, Kenny, that anybody I stand with or anybody I vote with, we do all they say they're going to do. We are going to make sure that they keep to all their unfair promises. All right?
Thank you very much, Mr. Dion. Before we move on to the next questions, which we'll be talking about the saga, I will call it, the fracas in between a political party and what the opposition is doing. At the same time, we will be asking you what you think of the current governor and so on. But before we do that, ladies and gentlemen, we want to quickly pay some bills, go on a commercial break for like a second. When we come back, we definitely will be dealing into matters that really matters to the call to the heart, where we all will have the opportunity to hear from Mr. Dion Osagie. And at the same time, we all have the ability, if you're on Facebook, share, like and follow our page. If you're on YouTube, please subscribe and hit that little bell. We are live also on our website 247, which is www.gbkm.fm. Do not go nowhere. We'll definitely see you on the other side. And still have here my brother here, Mr. Dion Osagie, is still going to be with us.
As the world fights this coronavirus, we are standing together as a family.
My name is Kelly. I'm a fan of GBKM.
My name is Pastor Clement Omozane.
I'm Medea, your red carpet host.
I am your host, Ellen Roxon, for the show Talk That Talk here on GBKM FM.
I'm a mother and a teacher. I stand with everyone at this time.
Hi, my name is OJ Egobo, co-host of the King's Domain.
Hi, I'm Elizabeth Beloiti, the host of the Chat Up Show on GBKM.
My name is Kenny Bazwai, President and CEO, GBKM FM and TV. We stand with all the community affected by this pandemic. Welcome back to Kenny Baz World Outreach. I'm your humble host, Kenny Bazwai, and you are still live here with me. And I have my brother here joining us through our video feed from Nigeria. Mr. Dion Osagie had joined us from Nigeria through our video feed. And if you're just joining us in part, we're talking about his intention. He has his intention to run for the position of the governor, the first citizen of Edo State. I would say politically, he was to be running for that, but he has explained why and how he changed his mind, that it was a unanimous decision. Mr. Dion, please, can you kindly introduce yourself to our people at home again?
All right, viewers, good morning, good afternoon. The name is Dion Osagie, former governorship aspirant of Edo State. Thank you. I'm also the president of the God Sent Foundation, which is one of the biggest foundation in Nigeria.
Thank you very much, Mr. Dion. I want to apologize for the in and out of the audio and so many other stuff.
I'm apologizing to you, Kenny. We are living in Nigeria. Nothing is working.
Thank you. Thank you for being generous with your time and for your kind words. Thank you. Before we even talk, I'm going to end this interview with your work, what you're actually doing, what you're doing now. But before we go there, I would like to touch only on the surface, because there's not really time to go the in-depth. The fracas, the true fashion of APC. What's your take on this? Because they say when two lions fight, the grass suffer. Is that the case when it comes to this battle that is going on between Adams Aliyu Oshomole and His Excellency Noah Godwin?
Well, for me, I think it's very, very embarrassing. It's very, very embarrassing to see two grown men fighting for almost a year or two and not able to solve their differences, especially two grown men in the top of affairs. Two grown men who are supposed to show us example, like a governor and a national chairman. These are two grown men who are supposed to lead us and teach us that this is the way governance, this is the way leadership should be. It's very, very embarrassing. All right? If APC as a party cannot solve the internal problem, how do they really intend to lead the entire Edo State, where we have PDP, where we have AAC, where we have NNP, where we have other parties? If APC as a party currently governing Edo State, if they cannot lead their escort of citizens of their party, how do they intend to lead all Edo people who are not their party members? So it's quite embarrassing that the governor of Edo State and the national chairman has issue for years and they are not able to resolve it.
We keep losing him back and forth, and please bear with us. We are almost getting there, but I would like to thank him for his patience, consistency. You can tell that he has the mind to really speak to you guys. He has the mind to tell you and impart your life. He keep coming back and forth as we go. As we lose him, he keep coming. Mr. Dion, welcome back, and I appreciate your consistency and trying. So
it's not your fault, bro.
You were saying that you would assume that two adults of that caliber would not allow this messy drama, if I would say, to play out to this degree and in this long time. That's what you were saying before we lost you.
Of course. The political party is for every citizen. All right? It should not be personalized. The way they are doing it, they are personalizing it. The state of the governor, but the political party belongs to them. All right? A political party, a state governor, is supposed to show proper example of leadership as the number one citizen of the state. But that's not what I'm saying.
Now, let me butt in from this angle now. Let's look at it this way. When you say performance is relative. You can say this person is performing, this person is not performing, depending on how you see it. So I'm going to speak against the backdrop of all the other governance that we have had, the subsequent governance that we have had before His Excellency Godwin Nogase Obaseki. Will you rate him that he's performing well or not?
Well, I don't think he's performing well. I don't think he's performing bad. I think he's just doing his job. He's the governor. That's what he's hired to do. If he's fixing a road in New Benin, it's not a big deal. It's his job. If he's renovating Ogre Stadium, it's not a big deal. It's his job. Government or governors should not say the governor is performing. That's why he was hired for the position. He was hired to do this thing. He's getting a salary, man. He's getting salary on what he's just doing his job. When you are working at McDonald's or Walmart, they pay you to do a cashier job. Nobody's going to say you are doing a good job. He's doing
But Mr. Dion Osagie, will you agree to me that just like we have said, some people believe that some other governors has done what and they are very corrupt. It means that they have the option to be working and not to be working. Given the fact that this governor, if I want to use your word, it's just the job that he was hired, and his father is actually doing the job. Do you not think that's actually a plus?
Well, I don't think it is a plus for a person to be doing their job. I think it is a plus when...
Well, at this point, we lost him again. I'm going to hope we're going to get him back. Again, I can't stop apologizing because the network is really bad in Nigeria. So you said you don't think, Mr. Dion, that it is our technical guy are constantly working on this. Please, we apologize once again. But Mr. Dion, you were saying that you don't think that is a plus. You think it's just normal, right?
Of course, it's not a plus. It's not a plus for a governor to do what he's expected to do. It is a plus when the governor go out of his way to do the extraordinary things I would not expect him to do. That's what becomes a plus. It is not a plus. For everything the government is doing, it's his job description. It is the governor's responsibility to bring up hospital, to bring up life, to provide security, to remove children from the street, to help women. It's not a plus. It's not doing his job.
I'm going to take one question among the pool of questions that we have on our platform, and I will not be mentioning the name of the person asking this question. Given you coming out under the flag of AAC, trying to come out as primary under AAC, one will expect you to say, my support will be for nobody else but anybody in the AAC. That's number one question. The number two question, you can take anyone first. What was your reception? How did the APC, APC, correct, not AAC, my bad. Let me frame it again. I'm not sure if I'm saying APC or AAC. I'm kind of getting it twisted. I apologize for that. I take that back. Given the fact that you were trying to run under the flag of AAC, the question here says that one would expect you to say, regardless of who come, I would support AAC regardless. My question that I'm adding to this is this. What was the reception you got when you declared to be under AAC? Oh, man, we lost him again. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to quickly go on a commercial break. When we come back, we'll take it from there. We are in the studio with our brother Dion Osagie. He's live through our video feed, and we're talking about his intentions and his backing out, and we are gradually progressing into the fact that what he thinks about the current leadership and the current saga that is going on. I'm still Kenny Bazwaye, and you are still on Kenny Bazwaye Outreach. Do not leave, do not go anywhere. By the time we come back, we're going to be talking about some crucial matters that other medias will not talk about.
As the world fights this coronavirus, we are standing together as a family.
My name is Kenny. I'm a fan of GBKM.
My name is Pastor Clement Osagie.
I'm Medea, your red carpet host.
I am your host, Ellen Roxon, for the show Talk That Talk here on GBKM FM.
I'm a mother and a teacher. I stand with everyone at this time.
Hi, my name is OJ Egobo, co-host of the King's Domain.
Hi, I'm Elizabeth Veloides, the host of the Chat Show on GBKM.
My name is Kenny Bazwai, President and CEO, GBKM FM and TV. We stand with all the community affected by this pandemic.
As the world fights this coronavirus, we are standing together as a family.
My name is Kevin. I'm a fan of GBKM.
My name is Pastor Clement Osagie.
I'm Medea, your red carpet host.
I am your host, Ellen Roxon, for the show Talk That Talk here on GBKM FM.
I'm a mother and a teacher. I stand with everyone at this time.
Hi, my name is OJ Egobo, co-host of the King's Domain.
Hi, I'm Elizabeth Veloides.
Whenever a client sits in that chair, I pretend they're part of my family. What would I do for my family if they were in this situation? I take it personally to make sure that I find the best possible avenue for them to succeed. If you do it with a pure heart, and if you do it with integrity and professionalism, you're sure to succeed.
Welcome back to GB Kenny Baz World Outreach. My name is Kenny Bazwai, and we want to apologize for the fact that we had lost our brother Dion Osagie. If you're just joining us in part, we have our brother Dion Osagie all the way from Nigeria through our video feed. Because of network issues and technical glitches, we are unable to get him back, where our technical crew is still trying. Let me update our people as to what we have covered so far. Dion Osagie was able to explain why he felt that he would not be running any longer for that position. He was able to say that he feels he should be ready and have all the right tools to do the race before he can even try to run, meaning that most of his supporters, strategists, and many other people or tools that were supposed to be on ground was affected by COVID-19, and hence he was unable to continue, but he's still going to be one day be running. I want to say a special thank you to our technical crew, of course to the Dion Osagie for his technical know-how, I would say, being able to come back every time we lose him. Mr. Dion, thank you very much, and welcome back. Welcome back. So thank you so much. Before we were rudely interrupted by the Nigeria network. I won't say it's Canadian. Let's put it on Nigerian.
No, Nigeria network. Nothing is working here, bro.
Yeah, I feel your pain. Let's segue into, let's quickly round up because you have like 5 minutes to go. I'm going to be rounding up in 2 minutes. That way you can catch up to your other interview.
Yeah, really, when I get to Canada, we'll get to do better interviews. But nothing works here, man.
Yeah, I know. I apologize on that. But let me quickly ask one or two questions and I'll let you go. I want to apologize to all our people that are here today that are not able to ask their questions or get feed because of the network. We did our possible best. Mr. Dion Osagie was available, willing to answer questions and willing to participate. So, we'll try again when he arrives in Canada. One of these days, we'll definitely try and see how we can showcase the proper interview where he will have the ability to elaborate on things and expatiate on other matters that we are unable to touch today. However, Mr. Dion Osagie, you said that you will be looking to run again if next time you one day want to be the governor of the states.
That's correct.
Beautiful. I want to talk about the opposition. Do you think the PDP as official opposition in those states is doing their job?
The PDP?
Yep.
Kenny, before now, you asked me a question, why won't I support a person from AAC rather than supporting that discussion? Kenny, politics is not about the party, it's about the individual. All right? A good person can come out from any party. So when we are supporting people, we are not supporting the party, but the individual. Right? A good person can be in the AC, a bad person can be in the AC, a good person can be in the APC or PDP. What are today? It is the people in APC that is in PDP. It is the people in PDP that is also moving to APC. So APC and PDP, there is no difference because people moving left and right. Okay? So I don't know what I'm going to support yet. But definitely,
Oh my God, we lost him again. He was trying to finish the part that he's not sure who is going to support here. Thank you very much, Mr. Dion. I really appreciate the fact that one thing you said that is really powerful, that I 101% agree. It's not about the political party, it's about the individual that is carrying the mantle. And I really agree that you can't say that better. For me, I key in and I agree with you on that. There's no better answer to those things that you've said. But thank you. But along that line, since you brought it back, you were asking the questions that I was asking before we got interrupted. I will drift quickly to different areas where you have a lot of youth that you have been helping. You've done a lot. Personally, I will not conclude this interview without talking what you have done. You've done a lot in the community. Some may agree, some may disagree, but there are people that are alive today that can attest to what you have done in their life. There are physical, vivid impartation of your handwork of people, I can tell. Now, to the degree or the process, I cannot attest to that. But I know there are people today that you can actually touch with your hand that have benefited.
So many. Even one is here now, some of them, even one is here now. A young boy that was living on the streets in Benin City. Was that father was living on the street for 3 years in Benin City. Across from the house of assembly in the state, with young man. That's where he was living until we came to his rescue. And today it's attending one of the best.
Wait, Samudiame, how are you?
Samudiame, how are you? You okay?
Yes, sir.
Kenny.
All right, my name is Uncle Kenny, and I want to say hello to you guys. Are you guys okay?
Yes, sir.
All right, thank you very much. So, Mr. Dion, let's go back to business now because your time is of an essence. My question that I was going to ask is that, yes, it's established that you've touched life. You just showed us a couple of people, one or two per child that you've touched, adult and so on. There have been a lot of critics coming from the way you handled the recent lady you took, the one that had the mental illness. There have been a lot of critics. As you know, critics will come, blessing will come, they all come with a bundle. Do you think the way and manner you handled that issue was the best way?
What manner, Kenny? I don't understand. What manner are you talking about?
The question I'm asking, some people were saying about the fact that the girl was on the social media in that state. Some people were saying that the fact that the girl was saying some stuff that was not supposed to be caught on tape and was not interrupted on time. I would like you, Mr. Dion, to clear the air on GBKFM, saying that all you did was whatever and how you handled it. We just lost him, but my question to him is, in the case of the mental ill lady that he supported, which is a kind thing, well, there are some critics coming in saying that maybe the way the case was handled, meaning in the social media and the public. One will argue the girl is going to get married one day. Why will you put the face out there? Some will argue the girl will say something bad to the kingdom or somewhere. Why was it not interrupted? There's always critics. But my question to you today is to ask Mr. Dion Osagie, as the president and CEO of God Sent Foundation, do you think the way that case was handled was perfect?
Yes, Kenny, we did it perfectly. Number one, many of our work is done online. All right, we showcase our work to be able to get crowdfunding so we can support our projects. Number two, the young lady has been going around market centers, going to different places, walking around in the community. It was not a secret. It was not in the public domain. People in the area knows that. People in the market square know us so much. So us bringing out online to help us solve the issue, there should be nothing wrong with that. And today, she's doing so well. Kenny, the issue they said about the kingdom, I think that it is fully stupid for anyone to take a mental health person seriously. The mental health person said something, for anyone to take them seriously, it means that that person has a mental health too, Kenny. If you as an individual or Dion Osagie as an individual, I see a mental health person that is stopping me and I start beating them up, it means I have a mental health too. Because I should automatically know that this person has a mental health issue and not to be taken serious. Because some persons who are taking, or this lady said something, I don't think they have a mental health. I'm going to do my best to also rehabilitate them too. I know their name.
Mr. Dion, for those that haven't know you, how will people get in touch with you? Should in case they want to work with you, they want to get in touch with you, they want to know more about you. Before we let you go, how should people that haven't know you get in touch with you?
We are on all social media platforms. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, Google. You just Google my name, Dion Osagie. To see our office address, phone number, will be there. Our government foundation page, website, everything is on Google. If you just put it there, a government foundation, you can see many works we have done with our computers, ways you can support, things you can do. We are calling for partnership. Anyway, anyhow you can partner with us to create a better day for our people with the great appreciation.
Mr. Dion, on this note, I want to say a very big thank you for your time. We went 2 minutes. We exceeded your time with 2 minutes. I want to say a very big thank you, even though we lost you on the screen. Thank you for your time, Mr. Dion. If you are back, if you have the last thing to say to your listeners, to your viewers, to our followers, to GBKFM, I will leave you now to do that before we let you go.
All right, before I go, I want to say a very, very rest in heaven to our brother Majek Ashe, a Nigerian and an African legend who passed away a couple of days ago. On behalf of God's family around the world, we want to say we love him so much. And on Tuesday next week, we are going to be raising $1 million to support the family of Majek Ashe. All right, so you, Kenny, I want to say thank you so much for the work you are doing in Canada to promote the great Benin Kingdom, to promote equality, to promote governance, to promote the wisdom. We are and what you are doing, BKFM, is so much appreciated. And to every Nigerian, every African, every citizen of the world, it is time we come together to unify. The current pandemic in the world, COVID-19, has shown the world that things can change. A lot of places have died. We must practice our random acts of kindness, and that is the time. I love you guys so much. Dion Osagie is my name.
Thank you very much, Mr. Dion. Thank you for the kind words. I'll keep in touch with you on the other side. Thank you very much, and God bless you.
Thank you, man.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was Dion Osagie. You rightly heard. I want to say a very big thank you to all our online supporters, online viewers. Look, we have a lot of viewers today on Facebook. Please subscribe to follow us on Facebook, GBKM TV. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel, GBKM TV as well. We are live on our 24 hours on our website, which is www.gbkm.fm. Support us. We're rebranding soon. You don't have to go through any hassle. You will have the app where you can watch us live on your cell phone. You will have the app where you can listen to us live on your cell phone. You won't have to go any website or anywhere, or you will just go straight to our website. You have the 2 options to listen or to watch live. Please, ladies and gentlemen, I want to say we love you. Thank you. Special thank you to our sponsor, Semi African Grocery. They are located in 50 Eddystone. Please, there are 2 African grocery in Canada. There's Semi African Grocery and there is the rest. Support them. They are at 50 Eddystone in Toronto, Canada, North York. And if you get there, when you finish shopping, tell them you heard about them from GBKM FM. And then guess what? You will have 50% discount. I love you. We love you. Keep supporting, keep striving, and together we can do it. Rest in peace, Majek Fashek. Rest in peace, the legend. We love you, and condolence to the family, the extended and close family of Majek Fashek. Our condolence. And the reason why I say extended, because Majek Fashek is a family, a man that has family all across the globe. And yes, we'll be raising funds and we'll be supporting every platform that is doing that to make sure that he rests on the floor. We'll bury him successfully, I mean to say, to make sure that he has the befitting burial that he so desire. God bless you. Keep supporting. Kenny Bazwai here from GBKM FM. I love you. Have a wonderful day.
As the world fights this coronavirus, we are standing together as a family.
My name is Kenny. I'm a fan of GBKM.
My name is Pastor Clement Omozane.
I'm Medea, your red carpet host.
I am your host, Ellen Roxon, for the show Talk That Talk here on GBKM FM.
I'm a mother and a teacher. I stand with everyone at this time.
Hi, my name is OJ